We are live. Greetings, my brothers and sisters, my fellow Nigerians, wherever you are, whether you are in Nigeria or whether you are outside Nigeria, I bring you warm greetings. And I say, Happy New Year, Happy New Year 2023, because this is my first show or my first broadcast in the year 2023, and I'm happy to be here. I miss you all. I know you miss me too, because I haven't been here since December last year. I traveled, I went to the motherland, to the beloved country Nigeria, and too much activities, but I didn't have chance to come and do any broadcast. I planned to do a broadcast, but I wasn't able to do that. But I'm happy to be here today, and I'm happy to have you back on the show. So if you're joining wherever you are, just share the link, like the link, and invite your brothers, your sisters, everyone around you to come and watch the show. Like, because the more you like, the more YouTube or whatever place you're watching it from, because we're streaming from three platforms: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, so that it can be broadcasted to more people, so that more people can view it. Okay. Once again, welcome to the show. It's called Nigerian Constitution, Know Your Right. Nigerian Constitution, Know Your Right. It's a show powered by the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. And I am your humble host, Edmund Ike. This is my first broadcast in 2023. I'm happy to be here. So welcome. Once again, take a minute to like the video wherever you're watching from any of the three platforms that is currently streaming concurrently, and like, share, and invite more people to watch the show. Okay. Since this is my first broadcast in 2023, it's gonna be a freestyling. I don't have any definitive section of the constitution I'm reviewing today, because if you know, how I run the show is that each Tuesday we focus on a few sections of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, and then we'll discuss it. We'll have your view, and sometimes we'll have guests who are usually lawyers or just ordinary Nigerians who want to have their views aired online. So, but today I'm not doing that. No specific topic or no specific section from the Constitution, but we are talking about a topic: Peter Obi's chances, because I have declared here as of last year that Peter Obi is my principal. Peter Obi is who I am rooting for. Peter Obi is who I'm campaigning for. So I said, okay, Peter Obi is our principal, and next month is the election. So why not? Let's discuss what are the chances of Peter Gregory Obi come next month, 25th February 2023, when the general election in Nigeria will take place. What are his chances? What are his chances so far? And apart from talking about what are his chances, and what is he going to do to our constitution when he becomes president? So that is the focus of today's conversation, my first broadcast in 2023. What is Peter Obi's chances? If you have whatever you want to say, your analysis, your reviews, you can use the comment section wherever you're listening from. Use the comment section. Use the comment section to comment. All right. I'll be reading your comment when you comment. Air your views. Ask questions. Give us, what do you think are Peter Obi's chances, and what do you think is going to do with our constitution when he becomes president? Use the comment section. We already have comment from Miss Rita English. Say Happy New Year, Dr. Edmund. Happy New Year, Rita English. She is, I think, if I was giving out award accolades in the year 2022, she is the most consistent participant or viewer of the show. She is present with us during the show live almost every Tuesday. So thank you, Ms. Rita, and I hope 2023 is going to be better than last year. I hope to see you every Tuesday onward. And the show is 9 p.m. Nigerian time every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time every Tuesday. And if you're watching from USA or Central US Central Time Zone, it is 2 p.m. US Central Time Zone. If you're watching from Eastern Coast, it's going to be 3 p.m. US Eastern Time Zone. And if you're watching from the West Coast or Pacific Time Zone, it's going to be 12 noon Pacific Time Zone. All right. So thank you for joining us. Happy New Year, Rita English, and good evening to you as well. Good to have you here. So, Rita English, what do you think is the chances of Peter Obi come February 25th or come 25th of February 2023? That is literally next month. What are Peter Obi's chances of winning the election to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? What are Peter Obi's chances? Please use the comment section to comment and so that I can hear your view, so that many people can hear what you think as a Nigerian who is for or against Peter Obi. And it's clear I am for Peter Obi, and his chances come 2023 is that he is going to win the election. Peter Obi is going to win the election hands down. That is it for me. Peter Obi is going to win the election. Why? Why do I think Peter Obi is going to win the election? Why do I think Peter Obi is going to win the election? Because he is literally the most famous front runner in this election. Famous, hands down. And not just famous, because fame does not win election. We know that for sure. Fame does not win election, but it does help. He has formed a movement of people who are known as the obedient. I am one of those obedient. I hope you are too. If you're a Nigerian, I hope you are one of the obedients. And because obedients are taking back Nigeria, we are going to take back Nigeria. And for that reason, Peter Obi is going to win next month's presidential election to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, not just because we are obedient and we are rooting for him and supporting him and campaigning for him, because Peter Obi have what it takes to become the president of Nigeria. He has a track record to become the president of Nigeria. He has been a former governor in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He was a former governor of Anambra State. Anambra State is in southeastern Nigeria, one of the 5 states in the southeastern Nigeria. And he governed Anambra State for 8 years and transformed the state. He transformed the state. This is not a hearsay. This is not something people say that to prop him up or to say just to indicate that, okay, maybe he have worked or maybe he did not. No, he actually worked. I am from Anambra State originally. My father is from Anambra State. My mother is from Anambra State. And so I am from Anambra State. So Peter Obi was my governor for 8 years, and he did marvelous. When he came to Anambra State was underperforming in education, was underperforming in healthcare, was underperforming in road network, was underperforming in human development indices, and the economy of Anambra State was nothing to write home about compared to other states in Nigeria. But Peter Obi came and transformed all that. He pulled Anambra State from number 20 something in education in the country of just 36 states, we are 20 something. So he put us to number one in education, and healthcare too. We are in the top in healthcare. And he built many teaching hospitals. He built and reaccredited many teaching hospitals and nursing schools and so forth and so forth. And he pumped in money to make sure our healthcare in Anambra State works. And he secured Anambra State. Anambra State was mostly unlivable during that time. There were thugs, there was insecurity. People were not even coming to the state for Christmas like they used to. People were not coming for burials or for festivities. But he secured the state and made Anambra livable again. So a man who could do that for a state clearly can replicate that in a country as a whole. So, but most important thing, let me bust your brain, is that he did this without lavishing state fund or public fund. He used public funds judiciously. He used public fund judiciously. He cut cost of running government, and that is what he wants to bring to the federal government. Peter Gregory Obi want to cut the cost of running the government, the federal government of Nigeria, and also eliminate corruption. One thing that Peter will always say, if you're not involved in corruption, if your family members are not involved in corruption, if your friends are not involved in corruption, that automatically cuts corruption by 50%. Okay? So that is his mantra, and it is true. I believe that. And he have that mindset of making sure that corruption become a thing of the past in Nigeria. Because people outside Nigeria think Nigeria is a fantastically corrupt country. That's what people think about Nigeria. But under Peter Obi's presidency, that is going to change. Nigeria is no longer going to be a fantastically corrupt country. Rather, it's going to be a country of upright men and women who are going to take their job seriously, professionally, and are efficient in delivery their services and the delivery of the dividends of democracy. And this is just a few of the reasons why Peter Obi have better chances to win the presidency come next month, February 25th, 2023. All right, I'm going to take a few seconds and start reading the comment section to see other people's opinions. So please, if you're listening and you haven't commented, take this opportunity, go to the comment section, wherever you're watching from, whether from Facebook, whether from Twitter, or whether from YouTube. Go comment. What are your views? What do you think is the chances of Peter Obi? Do you think Peter Obi can win the presidential election next month? If you say yes, why do you say yes? If you say no, why do you say no? You can also tell us about your candidate. We don't mind. We don't discriminate here. But here, I am all about Peter Obi. I am campaigning for Peter Obi. I'm supporting Peter Obi. I have spent my own personal fund in this campaign trail for Peter Obi. So that is who I'm supporting. You can indicate whoever you're supporting in the comment section. You're always welcome, okay? We're not going to delete your comment. I'll read your comment, okay? So use the comment section. You're always welcome. This is a free program for all Nigerians. It's aired every Tuesday, called Nigerian Constitution and Your Rights. Every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Although I'm not discussing specifically the Constitution today, I'm talking about my candidate, Peter Obi, and what are his chances, okay? And then the second part of today's show is I'm going to run it for 30 minutes, so we are spending about 30 minutes. So the second half, we're going to talk about what would Peter Obi going to do? What is he going to do with our Constitution when he becomes president? Because people have their reservation on the current Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 amended. Some people call it a fraudulent document. Some people say it does not mirror our desires as Nigerians. Some people say many things about our Constitution. Our Constitution is discriminatory. Our Constitution is unbalanced. Our Constitution is very biased against women. Many people have different opinions about our Constitution. So what would Peter Obi do with our Constitution when he becomes president? That is the second part of today's program, okay? First part, what are his chances of becoming president? Second part, what will he do with our Constitution? So let me read your comments. So please, I'm looking forward to read a lot of comments. So send in your comments. All right, Rita English. Thank you, Rita. It says, Obi Dati chances are huge, my brother. Islamic clerics in the northern has just endorsed them because they have seen that they are competent and indeed qualified for the job. This coming election is beyond, okay? Thank you, Rita, for that submission. Let's see. Next comment from Rachel Osazua. Say, good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the platform. Good afternoon, Rachel. So, Rachel, what do you think are the chances of Peter Obi to win the election next month, the Nigerian general election next month? And what do you think Peter Obi is going to do with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria when he becomes the president? These are the two questions we are addressing in today's conversation, okay? So I want to read more questions. These are the questions I have now. I want to read more comments. These are the comments I have now. Please use the comment section and comment. What do you think is the chances of Peter Obi to win the presidency come next month? And what do you think Peter Obi is going to do with our constitution when he becomes president? Because people have various opinions about our constitution. Some people say our constitution is fraudulent. Some people say our constitution is unbalanced. Some people say our constitution is biased. Some people say our constitution is discriminatory against women. And some people say that our constitution actually marginalizes sections of the country. And there's various opinions of people about the constitution. So what would Peter Obi do with our constitution when he becomes president? These are the two areas we are focusing on today's conversation. Nigerian Constitution, know your rights, hashtag Constitution Tuesday, and I'm your humble host. So send in your comment, okay? I think a comment just came in, so I'll read that. I think it's a continuation of what Rita was writing for us. This coming election is beyond ethnicity, religion, nor any form of shenanigans, but most of us have seen that Nigeria is dying and she needs help. So we all have to put hands together and save because it's the only country that we have. That is beautiful. We have to pull our hands together to save our country, Nigeria, because that's the only country we have. So, and Rita English, which indicated that Peter Obi and his running mate, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, are competent, are able, and are committed to save Nigeria. That is Rita's submission. So I want to hear other people's submission. What are Peter Obi and his running mates, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, what are their chances of winning the election this month? And what do you think the presidency, Peter Obi, is going to do with our constitution when he becomes the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? And why are we asking? Why am I asking what is he going to do with our constitution? This is because many people have different views of our constitution. Some people say our constitution is a fraudulent document that is indicated in the preamble that we, the people of Nigeria, give ourselves this constitution. But it's not we, the people. We, the people, never gave us this constitution. The constitution was imposed on us by the military. That is the argument of some people. And some people say the constitution is unbalanced, that it's discriminatory, that it marginalizes Nigerian people, and it does not practice what it says. That the constitution talks about a federal government, but in actuality, we do not have a federal system of government. We have a unitary system of government. So there is a divergence in this. So what is going to happen after Peter Obi becomes president to our constitution? Is he going to change it? Is he going to amend it, like radical amendment, or change it completely? What is going to happen? What is your views? Okay, use the comment section. I think another comment just came in by Rachel. Says Peter Obi and Dati will win the election hands down. The constitution has to be written. Do you mean rewritten? Okay, maybe rewritten. I'm not sure. So the constitution has to be written. We'll have a written constitution that is 1999 as amended. So I think you're indicating that they have to be rewrite our constitution. That's give us a brand new constitution. All right. So thank you, Rachel, for that opinion. And I agree with you. Peter Obi and Dati Yusuf Baba Ahmed are going to win the election hands down come next month. If you have a different opinion, use the comment section. We don't discriminate in this page. I do not discriminate. Voice your opinion in the comment section. You are welcome to voice your. Today's show is for me and you. I'm not talking to me. I just want to read your views. What do you think is Peter Obi's chances to win the election next month? And what do you think he's going to do with our constitution when he becomes president? What do you think he's going to do with our constitution? Okay. So I started the show by telling you why I think that, because Peter Obi is my principal. I'm not hiding it. That's who I'm campaigning for. I represent in this show. This show, Nigerian Constitution, right, is powered by GCSD, and that's the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. That is the organization that powers the show every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. And this same organization endorses Peter Obi. And why did this organization, GCSA, endorse Peter Obi? The organization endorsed Peter Obi because Peter Obi won the online poll held last year. The Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria held an online poll last year, and I think there was thousands, about 14,000 or 16,000 people voted in that poll. I can't remember the figure, and Peter Obi won by about 60% of the vote. So that is why the organization decided, okay, since Peter Obi won that poll, we are going to endorse Peter Obi. And because they endorsed Peter Obi as an anchor for the organization in this weekly show, I also endorsed Peter Obi. But even before that, I already endorsed Peter Obi before he won the poll because I voted for Peter Obi in that online poll. So because Peter Obi has been my candidate throughout this electioneering period, throughout this campaign season, that has been my candidate. So I voted for him. I voted for him in that online poll, and he won that online poll by over 60%. And that's why we endorse him. And then now, do I think he's going to win the election next month? Hell yeah! Yes, yes. I want to shout, so let me not shout. Yes, he's going to win the election next month. Peter Obi and Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, his running mate, are going to win the election next month, 25th February 2023. That is the election date, and they are going to win it. Some people even say by noon they have won the election. I I would like to take upon that optimism and say yes, by noon they will win the election, but it doesn't matter the time. What matters is that by the end of the election day, Peter Obi, Dati Baba Ahmed are going to be the president and the vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come 25th February 2023. That is my belief, that is my prayer, and I know they deserve it. These are a great team of people with a great track record. Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed is a no-nonsense former senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria who has been fighting corruption as the senator and making sure all the bills he sponsors and partakes in and scrutinizes does not allow corruption or any element of corruption. That is who he is. And he's an educationist. He owns a university. The Bayes University in Abuja is owned or founded by Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed. See his antecedents. And they are also about building, about to also establish a new university called Baba Ahmed University in Kaduna. I think Zaria, Kaduna, or somewhere in Kaduna, anyway. So this is people that, as someone who has invested so much in education, and you know, the education in Nigeria is nothing to write home about. So having a vice president who is an educationist, who is a founder of two universities, who cares about fighting corruption, having that kind of man as a vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, or more, Nigeria has become a better country already. So then talk about the president himself, Peter Obi, the man with zero record of corruption. Even when they try to pin him with the Pandora paper BS, he said there is no trace of public fund in that business. That's the business he set up. Business set up for his family. So there's no trace of public fund with that Pandora paper. It's just his business set up for his family. And some people always say, oh, he invested Anambra money in his family business. But there is no proof. It's just speculation without proof. So this is a man without any corruption case. And he always boasts and say, no one assigned me any land when I was governor. And he have not collected any pension and gratuity or whatever the former governors receive in Nigeria. He have not received that since he finished his 8-year term as a governor of Anambra State. He doesn't receive anything. So even water, Anambra State government have not given him even a bottle of water since he left government office in 2014. That is the kind of man we have as our incoming president, Mr. President Peter Gregory Obi. This is the kind of man, this is the capacity he has, and he has the political will to get things done. the political, because what we have in Nigeria is leaders who lacks political will to get things. They know this is what needs to be done, but they don't have the political will to get it done. But Peter Obi have the political will to get things done. He have shown that in Anambra State. When he became the governor of Anambra State, he has no lawmakers from his party. His party was a brand new party, APGA, and he won the governorship. No one, all the other lawmakers in the chamber, in the State House of Assembly are either from PDP. I'm only from PDP and other parties in the country. His party that was brand new, and he won the governorship. He had to work with all these lawmakers to get things done, and he got things done from the onset. He built this new state house. He built the new state seat of power for Anambra State. He started building road network. Before his time was over, Anambra State was known as the state with the most road network. The man that had no one from his party in the more lawmaking body of the state who had want to approve budget, who had want to do this thing, and yet he was able to convince them to get things done because he has a political will. Let me not talk too much. Anyway, I want to hear more of what you guys are saying in the comment section. Use the comment section, everyone. Now, the question, the second question is, what will Peter Obi do with the constitution when he becomes president? From his body language, or from what he has said in some of his interviews, he have not indicated giving us a brand new constitution. So I guess we can get that out of the window. So, okay, Peter Obi is not going to give us a brand new constitution. But maybe he's going to give us a brand new constitution. We don't know. Maybe he's just waiting to get into power. Then he'll do what he's going to do. But from his body language, or from his interviews, from what he said in interview, it doesn't seem like he's going to give us a brand new constitution. But what it seems he's saying, or what it seems he's going to do, is make drastic amendments to the constitution. He's going to push or not make. He cannot make the amendment. The National Assembly does make the amendment, because I've taught you guys how the government works on this channel over since last year when I started hosting Nigerian Constitution on Your Right. I started hosting Nigerian Constitution on Your Right, March 2022. That's March last year. So I've been hosting Nigerian Constitution on Your Right every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time for about 10 months now. Yeah. But this is the 10th month of hosting this show. And through the course of this 10 months, I've taught you guys how government works, the executive branch and the legislative branch and the judicial branch of government. So Peter Obi, as a president, when he becomes president next month, or when he gets sworn into office May this year, he's going to be wielding the executive power. So he does not actually make the law, or he does not actually amend the constitution, but he can push for certain amendment as the big man, as a president. So that's why I want to explain this again for those that don't understand how government works. Those that are saddled with the responsibility to amend the constitution are what we call the National Assembly in Nigeria. And who are the National Assembly? That is the House of Representative members and the senators. So senators and the House of Rep members, these two bodies, or these two chambers, make up what we know as the National Assembly in Nigeria. So this is two bodies that is saddled. That's what these two bodies make up what we call the legislative branch of government. And they are the ones constitutionally saddled with responsibility of making federal laws or making laws for the country. So those are the people that Peter Obi is going to, because he has a political will, he has to talk to them and push certain things and say, okay, we'll have to amend this constitution here and there. And also we Nigerians can also ask for what we need to be amended, which we have been asking for over the years, but because our legislative branch of government do not care about Nigerians, because we have elected terrible people into government to make laws for us, so they don't listen to us. We elected them into office, but they don't listen to us. So not that we have not been speaking, because some people always say, oh, Nigerians do not speak. Nigerians actually speak. We have done terrible job in electing the right people, so we elect the wrong people. So when we speak, those wrong people do not listen to us. So, and So we have a chance to elect the right people so that when we speak, the right people listen to us and get done the things we want them to get done. And we hope that the areas that we have spoken in the past that have not been listened to, when Peter Obi becomes president, he will help us and become our voice to push those agendas, and then we'll listen to him, and then we'll have also we'll do a better job in electing better people in the House of Rep and the senators come March, because that's the election uh, to come February and March. We have election in February and also in March. So make sure you elect the right people these 2 months, February and March, so that we can start building a better nation. Okay. Are you not tired? Are you not tired of living in a country where it seems that your voice is not heard? You don't. People that live there don't have common social amenities, things that poorer countries can enjoy, but a rich country like Nigeria don't enjoy that because of terrible leadership. So are you not tired? If you're tired, make sure you elect the right people, and make sure in electing the right people, so elect Peter Obi and Dati Ahmed and president and vice president. They will talk about electing the right governors in your state, electing the right state lawmakers, that's state house of assembly members. Then talk about electing the right senators, electing the right house federal representative. Elect the right ones. We can get it right. We should get it right this time. This is a time for us to get it right. So and when we get it right this time, then Peter B will be able to do the best and desirable changes that we need him to do to our constitution when he becomes the president. Okay, I think this is where I leave you today. If you have anything to say, say it in the comment section so that I can read more before I end today's show. While I'm waiting for you to type, as you're typing, let me show you a few things. This is this educational moment. Education. For those who do not know, who is my principal? My principal is Peter Obi. If you don't know him, this is this guy, Peter Obi, and his running mate, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, the guy with a suit, and the guy in a senator with glasses, that is Peter Gregory Obi. That is the president, the incoming president, okay, of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and his running mate, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed. And if you don't know how to vote, thumbprint. See where those ladies are thumbprinting, and you see that logo of that party there, that's Labour Party. Where they're thumbprinting is the Labour Party. That is the party you should vote for. That's where you should thumbprint, okay? Labour Party. And another picture to show you what I'm talking about, this picture. See, you can use your index finger to also vote. And you see the logo, LP. That's what you're going to see on the ballot. This is just a dummy ballot, okay? And it's going to have the logo of the party, Mama Papa Pekin, and have the initial of the party, which is LP for Labour Party. Just like you see other party have AAC, ADC, ADP, APC, APG, that's APGA, APM, and so on and so on. And LP is the party you should vote for presidency. That's the LP, okay? Education moment. So educate people that don't know if you already know. So help educate other people, because we need people to vote the right places, okay? And again, this is a bigger picture of what the logo looks like. That's the logo you're going to see in the ballot. And the ballot, that is the logo you should vote for. Look for that logo in the ballot and thumbprint next to it. LP, you should have that logo and the initial LP, L for Labour, P for party. Okay? So that's a little education moment. And okay, voting, how to thumbprint. This is how to thumbprint. Okay? On the right side, I don't know, on my right, I don't know what you're saying. Okay, at the top, it says invalid vote, the invalid vote. The invalid vote are the ones that the thumbprint or your index finger crosses the line. If you cross the line, it's an invalid vote. What do you mean invalid? That means that vote, no go count. That vote does not count, okay? The valid vote are the votes that count. So that means your thumbprint or your index finger should be within the box. Do not touch the line. See, where you say valid vote, see, they do not touch the line. It can be put diagonally, you can put it horizontally, you can put it vertically. It does not matter as long as it does not touch the line, it is valid. But when it touches the line, now there wahala, that's where it's invalid. Okay, so pay attention to that and do that. Get that done. Get that done, my brothers and sisters. I think that's the literary education moment I have for today. So I'll go back, read the comment section, and then we'll end this show. It's gonna be a wrap. Comment section. I think I read this already by Rachel. Okay, I'll have one from Lewis. Tobere Lewis. So I won't vote for criminals, and no sane person would vote criminals. Thank you, Tobere Lewis. Do not vote for criminals. And when we say criminals, we know who they are. If you did not mention him, me, I will mention him. I don't fear face. I will mention him. The criminals is Atiku Abubakar of PDP, criminal. Bad record. He have criminal record in USA. They make clear, oh, he has been absurd. He have not been indicted. He have not been charged with court. That is a court document. He have criminal case in the United States. Whether it's been solved or not, so it doesn't matter. But he had embezzlement things. Even the guy he dealt, he did that criminal activity with by money laundering or corruption, whatever, bribery for when he was trying to open his American university. The guy, I think the guy is still in prison, or he went to prison at some point. So Abdul Tiku is fantastically corrupt. He's a criminal. That's one. And Tinubu of Jagaban of Lagos. That guy is also a criminal. He's still siphoning Lagos funds, Lagos treasury as of today. So those are the two criminals that are the front runners. And Lewis is Obi not a criminal? He is not. If he is a criminal, please, Tobe Lewis, give us your proof, your evidences, then we'll know. I've just cited proofs and evidences that Atiku Abubakar, a criminal, have a court case in US. Tinubu, who also had his court case that was shown his asset was seized in the United States in the late 90s. And the court document is out there. If you just Google it, you'll see it. So these are clear criminal cases of these two individuals, Atiku of PDP and Tinubu of APC. Those are criminals. I gave you, I told you, point you to the legal document. You can go and verify. So you have not pointed me to, you're asking me a question, is Obi not criminal? You're asking the question, and I'm answering you, no, he is not the criminal. There is no documents or evidences to prove that he's a criminal, so that means he's not a criminal. And he was actually the governor of my state, Anambra State. He has not done any crime while he was governor, or before he became governor, while he was governor, and after his governorship. Great guy, not a criminal. Thank you very much. This is where I leave you. Come join me every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Usually this show you run about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So every Tuesday, 9 p.m., that's when we'll start. And it's called Nigerian Constitution and Your Right. Nigerian Constitution and Your Right, or Nigerian Constitution, Know Your Right. That is the show, and I am your anchor, Dr. Edmund Ike. It's a show powered by the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. And I am here every Tuesday. I look forward to see you. And when you come, please come prepared to ask questions, to participate in conversation, okay? And I thank you for being here. Keep sharing the link, keep sharing the video, keep liking the video, and keep participating, keep coming back. I do appreciate you as my fellow Nigerian, or as a good citizen of this world. Thank you for your time, and have a lovely, lovely 2023. See you next Tuesday.